Hey guys, welcome back to Morganic Essentials. I'm Morgan, and here we just make really good tasting food that's great for your soul and also utilizes what we have, and also we use whole foods, as much whole food as possible. So today we're actually going to be making beef liver pate. So beef liver is actually really nutrient dense, extremely healthy for you. It's got a ton of B vitamins, really your spectrum of B vitamins. It's got zinc, it's got magnesium, a ton of things you would need if you take supplements. You could just eat beef liver. And if you don't like beef liver, they put them in capsules too, but honestly, this is gonna taste really good. Even if you don't like beef liver, I bet you're gonna like this. Or you might have had it and didn't know you had it. The one thing about this, so I'm using grass-fed beef liver, even more nutrient dense. If you're not using grass-fed, one step that I'm not gonna do that I would suggest doing is soaking your beef liver in a little bit of a milk, or you can use a nut milk if you want to, if you're not doing dairy, but just to kind of get a little bit of that gaminess out of it. What I find with grass-fed beef liver, it doesn't have as much of a gamey taste, so I skip that step. But if you're not, you do definitely not wanna skip that step. You wanna soak the beef liver before you start, okay? Now, if you go to your local restaurant, beef pate is gonna be pretty expensive, but it's actually really inexpensive to make at home. And I'm gonna show you how to do it because it's actually really simple, really easy. You can make it, throw it on your charcuterie board, get a little fancy, for a little fancy night. But all you need is just a few ingredients. So we're gonna need some beef broth, all right? And then we're gonna need some ghee or butter. I'm using ghee today. And then we've got our grass-fed beef liver. And then I've got some onion. This is about maybe a third of an onion chopped up. You don't have to chop it up too finely because we're gonna blend it up. And then we've got our seasonings. We've got fennel seeds, thyme for a garnish at the end. And then of course we have onion powder, garlic powder, and seasoned salt. All right, so first things first, we do want to add a little bit of ghee or butter to our skillet. I'm using a cast iron. We're gonna add a little bit of that to it. Gonna cook down our onions, and then we're gonna add our beef liver and cook that. And of course, season it and whatnot, so we'll start there. All right, so we're gonna start with melting down probably about a tablespoon of our ghee. And the reason I'm using ghee, a lot of it is for flavor. If you've ever had liver and onions, you add a little bit of butter, or just think of it like a steak. It's like a liver steak. Something about beef and butter just goes really well together. But also, ghee or butter is better than using, seed oils, but also it tastes good. So it's better for you too. It's got those healthy fats in it. All right, so we are gonna use about a tablespoon. Melt that down. And we're gonna cook our onions and our beef liver. So here we're gonna cook these onions down. I've got red onion, but you can use whatever onion you have, or shallot would be nice too. If you wanna add garlic, you can throw that in there too. It smells like we're cooking burgers. It smells so good. It's just butter and onion. You wanna impress somebody? Cook some butter and onions. You don't even have to do anything, for real. Somebody comes over on your cast iron, throw some butter in the skillet and some onions. You don't have to do anything, and garlic, you don't have to do anything else. It's just gonna smell so good. Oh yeah. Sometimes I just straight up make liver and onions, which is a really good meal too. You can cook it like liver steaks, add a little cornstarch to it. I like it a little crispy. If I do gravy, I do it on the side versus cooking the gravy with the liver, just because I like to keep it a little crispy. That's how my grandma used to make it. That's my favorite way to have liver and onions, honestly. See how it's getting a little bit brown, just a little crispy. That's what we want. And it's actually just about time to go ahead and add our liver. I'm gonna go ahead and add this liver. Okay. Spread it out. And this is gonna cook with the onions. We're gonna season. So I've got seasoned salt. You could use sea salt. or seasoned salt. This adds a little bit of kick to it. It's like a Cajun seasoned salt. Plenty of garlic powder. I would say for each of these, at least 1/8 of a teaspoon. Onion powder. And keep in mind, we're gonna cook this liver all the way through, and then we're gonna blend this up. Once it's cooked all the way through and we blend it, if there's anything else you wanna add to it, you can. But we are gonna start out seasoning the liver as we cook it. And that's really all you need right now. I'm gonna wait to add the fennel seeds once we start blending. We don't need those yet, but definitely your salt, garlic powder, and onion powder, okay? Yeah. It seriously smells like steak. And that's how it's supposed to smell. Steak, butter, and onions. This one's not for my vegan friends, I'm sorry. But if you eat beef, this is really, really good for you, I promise. And it tastes really good. All right, so I am gonna deglaze the pan just a little bit with a little bit of beef broth. You don't need much. Yeah. When we blend this up, we're gonna add a little more beef broth too, just to kind of loosen it up a bit so that it doesn't become dry. This is almost done, y'all. Cut this in smaller pieces so it's easier to throw in our food processor. You don't want to overcook it. I'm actually going to turn the heat off now because this is an electric stove. It's going to still cook. Continue to cook. Yeah. It kind of looks like steak, doesn't it? My God. So if you just want to stop here, this is delicious right here. Pair it with some quinoa or some rice and a veggie. Oh my God. But all this flavor is going to be added. This is what our pâté comes from. All this goodness. Let this semi-cool for just a second. Because my food processor is plastic, I don't want to put scorching hot anything in there just yet. So I'll just kind of let it, bring it down closer to room temp. Maybe give it about 5 minutes to rest. I'm gonna move this over to a saucer and let it cool down a little bit, and then we'll go ahead and blend it up. So I'll show you that in just a second. Okay, so now that my liver has cooled down to close to room temp, I'm gonna go ahead and add it to my food processor. We're gonna blend this baby up. Okay. All this good flavor. So, again guys, this is something that is really nice to add to your charcuterie board. It's also a really good high protein snack. You can pair this with some cheese, some grapes, and it's so good. So, we're gonna go ahead and blend. So something I'm gonna add is a little bit of beef broth, probably about a tablespoon. You don't need too much. And then I am gonna add some more of my Cajun salt and garlic powder, and here's where I'm gonna add the fennel seeds, just a little bit. Adds a nice little flavor to it. It smells so good. Okay. We're gonna pop this back on and blend. Ooh, yeah, it's getting there. Scrape some of the sides off, get it in there, and blend some more. All right, let's see how it's looking. Ooh, yeah. Almost there. I'm gonna blend a little bit more. Just add a hair more of beef broth. I'd say overall maybe 1.5 to 2 tablespoons, depending on the consistency you like it. Really, you want it spreadable. Yeah, this is what you want right here. This spreadable consistency. So I ended up using about 1.5 to 2 tablespoons of beef broth to get it this spreadable consistency here, but this is what you want. Now, personally, I like my pate served chilled. So I'm going to pop this in a container, pop it in the freezer for like 5 to 10 minutes, and then we're gonna come back and give it a taste test, okay? All right, so we have our cute little charcuterie board, and this is our pate, and we are going to taste test it with some toasted sourdough, okay? Yeah, so excited. For that sexy spread. My God, cannot wait. Okay. Okay. You're getting the buttery richness from the ghee. You're getting garlic, you're getting onion. That delicious, rich beef flavor is all through it. The texture is perfect, perfectly spreadable. Oh my God. This with some cheese, some olives, some nuts, add a fruit on here if you want. You'll have a very impressive charcuterie, okay? Absolutely delicious, high protein, really nutritious. I mean, beef liver is as good as taking a multivitamin. It's better than a multivitamin because you're getting it from a whole food source. All these minerals, super rich in these minerals and vitamins. It's so good. Guys, make this and let me know what you think. Hit the like and subscribe button. Post down in the comments, have you had beef pate before? Do you enjoy making it? Did you know it was so easy to make and so inexpensive to make at home? Thank you guys so much for watching, and check out another one of our videos that's gonna be maybe here or here. And come back again, we'll see you next time.